country's top entrepreneurs, Dulith Herath, and he has started 7 businesses with Kapruka.com as the pioneer. Can you tell us a bit about your childhood up to about when my age?
How old are you?
11.
11. Okay. What do you want to know about my childhood? Like how I did my studies, or how I started to build new things? What kind of, or what I played with? What do you want to know? Anything interesting that I feel is interesting?
Yeah, something that you feel interested in.
Okay, good. So I think from the age of like 6 or 7, I tried to always take my toys apart. Okay, I take them apart and try to find out how things are connected inside it. Like for example, if it is a small remote control car, I want to take the whole thing out and see how the wheels are turning. Is it connected to a motor? I didn't know what a motor was.
I had that same habit.
Yeah, exactly. So even now, if you are given me any device, let's take my watch. So if you tap here, the screen comes on, right? So I want to know, how does the tapping work? What triggers that? So I was always like that from childhood. And by the time I was 11 or maybe 12, I had like in my room was like a small lab. I had controls, I had buttons to turn off lights in the house.
So you were like fascinated with electronics?
I was not fascinated, I was addicted to electronics. I used to dig cables from my room all the way to the kitchen, all the way to the other rooms, etc. So I can slowly turn a light on, and I can turn microphones on, I can talk to people. I used to call the kitchen and say, "Hey mother, light juice lagena den," right? And I would rush to the kitchen and say, "Why don't you respond to me?" So like it was like every toy will only last about 2 months with me. I take it apart. So in essence, I think I was a total geek from around age of 6 until up to your age.
So after you like took it apart, were you able to put it back together?
I didn't want to put it back together. I want to build other things with it. I would break like 3 toys and make a small robot.
You mean you like literally break it into pieces?
No, break it. I take a screwdriver, I disassemble it, but I used to pull things off and I don't know how to put it back, but I end up making something new with it.
So you said you were a kind of geeky kid.
So how did you end up with business?
You calling me a nerd?
Maybe.
Okay, it's a good question. Hands up, I'm nerdy and geeky. How I ended up business is like it's a side effect of me wanting to create new things. So I told you I was breaking toys and trying to make different things, robots, and creating communication systems in the house and all that. And I didn't have a business sense at that time, but I've always wanted to create new things.
Okay.
As an outcome of that, business came. Okay, so business didn't come. I didn't go after business first.
Business just bumped into your life.
Sort of, actually, yeah. So when I started Kapruka, for example, that was the first company I formed. I wanted to really create an e-commerce website and see transactions coming. I didn't really think about the business model, all that. So I'm a type of entrepreneur who wants to build new stuff.
Okay.
So parents are always telling their kids, save money. So what do you have to say for that?
Save money. So there's nothing wrong with that. What made you think that it sounds like, does it sound weird to you?
I just wanted to hear it from someone like you. What's your opinion about it?
Right. So generally, yeah, everybody should save money, but it all depends on what you want to do with it. Right? Imagine you save money and you live a balanced life somehow, and you save so much, and you grow old like me, and you die off, right? So all the money is sitting in the bank, and you're dead, right?
Okay.
So it depends on why are you saving. Always go after the why.
Yeah,
So why
it
am
has
I
to be a
doing
good
this?
reason.
Yeah. So why am I sitting with you and doing this interview, right? Why are you interviewing me today? Like there's always a why behind it. So even saving money, why do you want to save money? Maybe 2,000 rupees is enough for you to save at this age. Maybe that's all you should. I'm just giving you my opinion. It's up to you.
So in schools, teachers don't teach about business and things that involve business. So how did you get into business? How did you learn about business?
So you don't learn everything from school. Did you learn how to interview somebody in school?
No.
Did you learn how to, have this kind of a chat in school?
No.
Yeah, so we all have some skills that you don't necessarily need to learn through books. Okay. So in my case, I learned businesses or build the excitement of building, profitable businesses on my own. That's the short answer to me. But that doesn't mean that you can learn, that you don't need to, go through books and learn this. There's so much that you can learn. But at least the seed, that spark, sometimes you can get it without the school need. But I really wish Sri Lankan schools will include entrepreneurship and more business-oriented courses from the start, from at ages like you. Look, you are interested in this. Genuinely, you are interested in this, right?
Yeah.
Right.
A little.
So imagine if you had a subject called business studies, even at the age of 12. Won't you be like sitting in the front row of the class?
Maybe.
Maybe. Do you sit in the front row?
No, not really.
So that's something I learned from my mother from my childhood. She always said, wherever you go and sit in the front row. Because that way you are focused, you are forced to focus. You can't pull your phone out, so zone out or have a chat with the guy because you are always in the front row. So even when I go to any kind of a meeting, even if the boring meetings, etc., even if there's 1,000 people in the audience, I go to the front row and sit. Right? Because there's always empty seats in the front row and nobody goes to the front row. So keep it in your mind.
So in other countries, I've seen that kids go and in the summer holidays, kids go and have lemonade stands. They have a small business, really small. So have you done any part-time work like that?
In my childhood, yes.
Yeah.
So I lived in the US for about 8 years. This is for I did my studies there. And I used to work like 8 jobs at one point. In the night, I deliver pizza. In the morning, I work at a restaurant. And during the daytime, I'm a librarian. And in the evening, again, I did some grading for one of the professors. So loads of jobs like that. And the amount of random things those jobs taught me today is priceless. Now, Kapruka is having lots of delivery vehicles now.
Yeah.
Right? For a day, we are doing thousands of deliveries. So, I know exactly how it is to go to door, find in difficult addresses, ring the doorbell, and wait for somebody to open the door to give a package.
Yeah, so delivering pizza, that helped you a lot.
Yeah, so there are lots of things like that. Simple lemonade stand, right, will teach you customer, service skills, how you should be, walking by customers. So it's really a basic essence of marketing, right? So I think all that helps, and you should do. Maybe you can work at. Maybe, but what would you do if you had a part-time job?
For a part-time job, maybe I'd like, maybe I own a lemonade stand.
Lemonade stand?
Yeah.
Do you get paid for this interview?
Yeah, I get paid 500 rupees for each interview.
Your dad pays you 500 rupees for each interview?
Yeah.
Oh, you are an expensive host. Good job.
So, if part-time work is so important, why don't Sri Lankans do it?
Well, good point. So, I think it's still a kind of a taboo that Sri Lankan families think that sending a kid to a part-time job may bring bad effects, right? But I think it should be even encouraged by schools, right? You go to international school?
Yeah.
Okay. So what if the school tells you to, do the lemonade stand thing, or to say that, when you are doing your O-level times, etc., maybe you can just see what kind of part-time job. Maybe there should at least be some level of education level encouragement for part-time jobs.
Yeah, the school did send my class and a few other classes in different grades to go and deliver a raffle ticket.
There you go. So I think the more you convince your parents that you want to do a part-time job to get some experience and it's a good thing, if you can crack that and convince the parents, it'll happen.
Okay.
So try it.
Okay. So before we wrap this video up, is there any advice you can give to the parents? Especially my dad is also watching this, so he might also get a little advice from you.
Like about kids, or what kind of advice? Advice is a big word.
Yeah, advice that
Give
parents.
some examples.
Yeah, for kids, as in parents can give to their kids.
Like giving you access to unlimited phone time.
No.
Right. So I think my advice to parents, So I'll tell you a scenario, okay? I have limited my children's phone times, saying that they can only use 2 hours, or you can come to the lobby to use it, you cannot take it to bedrooms and all that. So recently I changed all that and I said, here, unlimited, do whatever you want, unlimited data, unlimited screen time. You know why I did that?
Why?
Because I have to teach you how to self-control. Okay? Otherwise, imagine I put all these rules on you and you are all fine. One day when you leave the house to your university or something, you don't know how to self-control.
Yeah.
Right? You are not trained to self-control. Your dad is not there to tell you to stop. Right? So I gave unlimited. I'm monitoring. Right?
You're monitoring.
Yeah, I'm monitoring and I'm watching them. But I told them, okay, try self-control. Now they're like, oh my God, I have to know when to stop. Right? So I think parents should do that. They should give freedom to the kids to self-control than drawing rules set around you. You can only do this. But once they leave, if you think these phones are addicted now, in 10 years technology, there'll be so much more addictions coming to us.
Yeah.
Okay, coming to you, but not to us. Okay, so you have to know more than anything how to
Control.
self-control.
Yeah.
That's the message.
Thank you very much for finding time for us in your very busy schedule. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please click the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell.
Business style?
Maybe not.
I